Hello everyone, this is Owusu once again. Today I want us to look at how we can use timers in PLC to sequence events and activities. So I want us to look at this here. This is PLC wiring diagram. Okay, and what I have here, I have timers here. Okay, T1, T2, and I have motors here. That's motor 1, motor 2, motor 3. These motors will start running based on a sequence, meaning that motor 1 will start, and then after some time elapse, motor 2 will start, and after some time also motor 3 will start, and all of them will continue working until this stop button is pressed here to stop the whole operation. So what we have here is we have an internal relay here. This internal relay IR1 is used, one of its contacts is used to latch itself. So one of the contacts of the internal relay has been used to latch itself, and then some of the contacts of that same relay, internal relay, it's used to start the timer 1, and then another contact of the same relay, internal relay, is used to start timer 2, and one of the contacts of the same relay, internal relay, is also used to start motor 2. Okay, so motor 1. So once timer 1 start timing or counting its time, and the time is reached, the preset time is reached, then this motor will start motor 2. Once the preset time for timer 2 is reached, this motor 3 will also start. Now let's look at the diagram that I've done already, the program that I have written here. This one I used PLC Simulator Online. In fact, this is free online simulator, which is very easy to use, and I urge everyone who do not have the actual PLC to use this one. There are free simulators, PLC simulators online, which maybe later on I'll talk about it, but this is one of them, which is very good. I use it, and the program that I've written, I've got all my addresses on my left here. I think my next video will show you how to write the program in both this online PLC and then the actual PLC. I have Siemens PLC here, which I'm using. Now this program is already written, so I have, just like I've told you, internal relay here, and then I've got the timer 1. I've made a timer 0 here, timer 2, and then I have the motor 1, motor 2, motor 3. So just like I said, this internal relay, one of its contacts is used to start the motor 1, the first motor, and then the output of this timer 0 starts the second motor, and then the output of this timer 2 starts this third motor. So now let's have a look at it. I'm going to simulate it, and if I start this and I press the start button, see the timer 1 has started counting, and you see, so that one came on, and the 2 is also counting. When 2 is up, this will switch on. Okay, because this is latched, if I take off this start button here, still all the three motors will continue to run. All the three motors will continue to run until the stop button is pressed. And when that is pressed, the motor starts stop running. If I press this again, and release the start button, the counting starts again, and it goes on and on and on, and the motor will continue to run because it's latched. The internal relay used here is latched. Okay, now I want us to quickly have a look at the the actual PLC program that I've written here. As you can see, I have written, this is the actual PLC program that I have written here, and over here I have the start button here, I have the stop button, and then I also have one of these contacts of the internal relay used here. So I have timer 1 set to 5 seconds, and then timer 2 set to 10 seconds. So just like I explained there, if the preset time of timer 1 elapsed, that is going to set the motor to running, and if the preset time of 10 seconds of timer it's reached, that's going to set this one also, the motor free running. Now what I'm using here is I'm actually using I'm using PLC 7 sim. Okay, so that one I've already also set that one here, and I have if I show you my start is, I think, counting from the bottom, it's number 6 from the bottom here. So that will be this one here, and if I turn this one on, if I set it to true, I expect and it's counting. So I will expect, you can see this is now on here, and timer 1 it's on, and timer 2, and all the motors are working here. Now let me go back to this, and because this is latched, if I set this if I set this to false, that is the start button, yet everything will still run. Everything will still run until I press the stop button here. Let me see if I set this one to 0 from here, if it's going to run from here, if it's going to work. Otherwise, if it doesn't, I will go back here and set this one to counting from, that's 5, so I will set that one to on, and the program, everything stops here. So this is how we can use timers to sequence operations of some equipment, like for example this 3 motors that I have used here. In my next video, what I'm going to do is to actually write the program so that you will see how the program is written. So keep watch for that.